You know, some songs are these epic poems, just packed with imagery. And then there are others that feel as simple and direct as a promise. Today, we're going to unpack the long, fascinating life of one of those promises, a seemingly simple song by Bob Dylan that has somehow managed to stick around for over half a century. It all starts right here, with this gentle, really reassuring invitation. Yeah, the copyright says 1968, but the song actually showed up a little bit before that. With just these two lines, Dylan creates this mood of pure comfort. There's no big, complex metaphor, no surreal landscape. It's just a straightforward promise to be there for someone. So, where in the world did this incredibly direct and tender song come from? Well, the story behind it is really a story about a massive change of direction, about a quiet moment in a really, really loud decade, and a journey that's been going on ever since. Okay, so to really get this song, you have to go back to the moment it was born. It arrived as part of this huge musical pivot for Bob Dylan, and man, it surprised just about everyone at the time. So picture this. It's 1967. The album is John Wesley Harding. This is the original home of I'll Be Your Baby Tonight, and when it came out, it was just a complete departure from what everyone had come to expect from Dylan. And this contrast, it's everything. Right before this album, Dylan was the voice of a generation with this wild, surreal, electric rock sound. You know, think Like a Rolling Stone. But with John Wesley Harding, he just stripped it all back. The sound became acoustic, the lyrics got super direct, almost like old fables. I'll Be Your Baby Tonight was maybe the purest example of that change. Just a simple, heartfelt country-style lullaby right in the middle of a psychedelic storm. But of course, the story doesn't just stop in that 1967 studio. Oh no, its journey was really just getting started, as it kept getting reintroduced to new audiences again and again over the decades. And you can kind of trace its journey right here on his records. After its debut in '67, it got this huge boost on his greatest hits album in '71. Then, decades later, it was a total standout on that star-studded 30th anniversary concert. And hey, even as recently as 2013, it was being looked at all over again on the Bootleg series. Yeah, this song was definitely not going anywhere. Which, brings us to where this song has really, truly lived its longest life, on stage. That simple promise he made in the studio became this reliable, recurring moment of connection in his live shows for decades. 707. Just think about that number for a second. That's how many times this song has been performed live. It's an absolutely incredible testament to its durability and, the special place it must hold for the artist himself. It's one thing to write a classic, it's something else entirely to keep coming back to it, night after night, year after year. So this chart kind of maps out the song's entire life on stage, from its debut way back in 1969 to its last performance on, wait a second, November 25th, 2025? That's in the future. Is that a typo? A projection? Or maybe just a little bit of that classic Dylan mystery? Who knows? But honestly, it perfectly captures the performance history that has already spanned a lifetime. So when you look at all of this, you gotta ask, why this song? After this incredible journey through different musical eras, onto all these albums, and across hundreds of stages, what is its secret?
Well, it really all comes back to the very beginning. Its power is its simplicity. In a whole catalog that's just filled with poetic complexity and huge social commentary, this one song stands out for its straightforward, human warmth. It was a moment of quiet reassurance in 1967, and it stayed a moment of connection for over 50 years. That directness, it's not a lack of depth, that is its strength.
And that kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about. I'll Be Your Baby Tonight is this great reminder that sometimes the most profound things you can say are also the simplest. It really makes you wonder, in our own complicated, noisy world, what is the real, lasting power of a simple promise delivered in a simple song?